welcome to tonight's broadcast of the 2024 CFRL Cup Series season. Tonight we are doing race 21 at Texas Motor Speedway. We're racing at dumb old Texas. Because what's so great about dumb old Texas? And for those of you hissing at that kind of joke, or even read the title of the stream, that is an obvious reference to the SpongeBob episode. And I guarantee you, this will not be the last time I make a reference to that episode, because it's an awesome episode, don't get me wrong. But anyway, on to the task at hand tonight. After last week was our off week, the drivers have gotten rested, relaxed, and of course some of them went down to Charlotte for the 600. And now they're hopping back in and they're getting ready to go. So for Texas tonight, it is probably the best example of how not to reconfigure a track. Because they completely messed up the banking on opposite ends of the track. Turns 1 and 2 has a lower degree of banking than turns 3 and 4. Even though it looks very similar to Charlotte and Atlanta, it is a totally different animal because of it. And the biggest challenge that these guys are going to be facing tonight when it comes to this unique, I would say, configuration is the exits of turns 2 and 4. You get really tight off of turn 2, but extremely loose off of turn 4. So much so that you could end up spinning your car out and maybe even causing a caution. And I'm sure a lot of these guys do not want that to happen. Now, going into the point standings, if I can look them up. All right, so the point standings are as follows. Tegan Jones now has a 15-point lead over second place Michael Whitman. And as far as the playoff standings are concerned, the 6 drivers that have won races this year are still locked into the playoffs. But for a lot of these guys that are, on the cut line or a little bit above it or even a little bit below it, there's only, I believe, 4 or 5 races left of the regular season. So the clock is ticking for those guys to get into a playoff spot. So now, as we hit the qualifying results, a bit of an interesting result, I would say, in terms of qualifying. Kevin Hall qualified second initially, but he has decided to forego starting the race tonight because of his hot spot and he has other plans. So the starting order looks like this. On the pole is Bradley Domer Jr., second is Jared Haw, third is Cameron Morris, fourth is Spencer Boyce, fifth is David Wessel, sixth is Michael Whitman. Oh, hold on, I'm going to go ahead and join the lobby now. All right, so fifth is David Wessel, sixth is Michael Whitman, seventh is Michael Fox, eighth is Ryan Parsons, ninth is Tegan Jones, 10th is Sal Zavala, 11th is Joshua Harris, 12th is Anthony Peters, 13th is Matt Connors, 14th is James Iconelli, and 15th is JC Tirado. All right, sorry for that little pause there. I had some other business to attend to there. And it looks like the lobby was laggy, so so they had to leave it, and we'll start this whole thing over. But since we now have a little bit of time to kill, of course, who am I keeping my eye on tonight? Obviously, I'm definitely keeping my eye on that 4-car Tegan Jones. Because after all, he has won the last 3 races, dating back to, I believe it was Vegas, where he kind of started that little winning streak that he has now. And he is starting 9th. And in all 3 of the previous races that he won, he started either 7th or 8th. So, like, mid to back the pack. But he said in his post-race interview after Charlotte that, he always gets this race trim right. So no matter where he starts, he has a car that's fast enough to get the win pretty much every time. Yeah, but don't count out those other guys like Bradley Domer Jr., who's starting on pole. It seems like he starts on pole every single race we run, so he knows how to start races. He still has to find a way to finish it. And he still has not won on a 1.5 miles yet. So could tonight be his night? Well, we shall see. And of course, again, got to keep an eye on that 9 car of Michael Whitman. Because, of course, he's always fast no matter where we go. Consistently finishing in the top 5 almost every time. But he is still second in points, 3rd seed in the playoffs. He has the 3rd most amount of wins this season with 3. So he's definitely wanting to build some momentum before we get to the end of the regular season. And since they have joined in the lobby, so I will go ahead. And I will also invite Kevron, just in case. And it looks like we've got another laggy room at the start. And of course, it's a demolition derby whenever there is a laggy room. And yeah, right when I get the feed, they're just going out wrecking each other. Of course, Michael Whitman and Ryan Parsons were going at it there. And since we have even more time to kill, I will go ahead and give you like a rundown of what to expect tonight. The drivers' meeting notes. The pace speed will be 65 miles an hour. The stage will be from the end of lap 42, the end of lap 41 to the beginning of lap 42, sorry. And of course, you got to call out when you're going into pit. And Texas is one of those tracks where it is easy to miss pit road, and it does happen a little bit more often than you think. And as per usual, you got to use that apron coming off of pit road until the exit of turn 2. At that point, you can blend onto the racing surface. And as I was alluding to earlier about turn 4 and how you always get loose coming off of that corner, is to be mindful coming off of turn 4 when you're racing side by side. And you'll get wicked loose and most likely cause a caution if you're being careless. And going back to the apron, gotta be cautious of that too, especially when you're on the racing surface and the corners, and you hit that apron. It is easy to hit and spin out. So it's a track that is very easy to spin out on pretty much all the way around. And so hopefully we can get this race underway. Yeah, we have another laggy lobby. Oh yes, the things that you have to deal with when playing a 4-year-old game that's a copy and paste of a game from 5 years ago. The 42 and the 7 are going at it. Yeah, we got another demolition derby on our hands. And hopefully, I believe this will be the 4th attempt, or 3rd or 4th attempt in trying to get this race started. And hopefully we will actually be able to get it started. As it looks like Bradley is hosting the lobby this time. And we got a 15-car field here tonight, so it should be a pretty competitive race all around. All right, clock hit 0, so I'm going to go ahead and join in. Yeah, there we go again.
We're doing better. Better progress. There was a lot less. It's all about baby stuff.
Yeah, I agree, because this is a long race.
Right now we're on our knees.
You gotta crawl before you walk.
No, you gotta twirl before you walk. Like you gotta do cartwheels, you gotta do handsprings before you can walk.
Let's do a Spencer slider tonight. I'm a 9.
Sounds like you said I'm a nun.
Wild.
I need one more. Is it James?
I'm sorry, I never got a notification for it.
Oh.
I do have it though.
Oh, okay.
Might have to pause.
How much time we got left?
I'm here.
You gotta hammer.
Never mind.
Slider.
Slider. Take your slider.
Slide to the left. Slide to the right.
I think that last one didn't work.
Crisscross. Yeah. Everybody clap your hands.
Well, it is good to hear that the drivers are entertaining themselves a little bit. Hopefully we can actually get it working this time. Alright, I think it's looking pretty good so far. So now all that's left to do is for the drivers to get in their starting positions, and hopefully we can get her rolling. And it looks like Bradley has it looks like we got an incident already with Michael Whitman and a few others. And yeah, then that's looks like that is yet another redo for the room.
Third time's a charm.
Both of y'all missed.
So.
Spencer, you gotta cough up a lung now.
Hey, well, he's gonna look at him and be like, which one do I accept? You always take the top dog.
I don't know if he'll be able to race.
I'm in a broken lobby.
What the hell? I'm being spammed.
Well, check my
Broken
stream. Come on. Come on. Mikey. I don't know what's happening.
What happened?
I can't do anything.
Did it freeze?
Yeah.
That happened to me the other night. You have to completely close out your game.
I was about to say you might have to restart the game.
I'm gonna have to redo my stream then. Yeah.
Well, that throws a completely wild wrench into the works. As Michael Whitman was trying to get the lobby hosted, it completely locked up. And so now he has to restart his stream. Well, this is Now I'll go ahead and load up Michael Fox's stream, as he's also streaming the race tonight. So that way we can kind of continue the ongoing chatter that's going on between our competitors right now. And of course, I do apologize for the delay, but that's what happens when the online doesn't work as well as it used to. You get issues like this.
8 pound, 6 ounce, newborn baby juices. Please, Smith Wasabi would be good. Amen. Thank you. Why do I always wreck this? How about you like a spider monkey? I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew. Oh, you're... Huh?
So that was what Tyler Nights, like how Norton said it.
Oh, okay. I was like zoned out, not realizing we were doing movie quotes, and I heard you say I didn't wet the bed until I was 19.
Damn.
Is the fourth slider in the middle?
You're not very smart, are you?
The fifth slider is in the middle.
You can just count.
I said 1, 2, 3, 4 clicks, asshole.
Yeah.
I'm just an asshole. Somebody smoked a little before this session. He's not that smart, Arch.
Technically, it is 4 clicks.
It is.
Yeah, but you don't count from
But
zero.
you don't start on 0, yeah.
When has anybody ever, like, when in elementary school, when you were learning how to count, did you go 0, 1, 2? Never. That never happened.
0 is not a number. But you also don't count your first click to the right as a 1 either.
We've got to get this lobby going. This is getting bad.
Oh yes, I definitely concur with that, Mr. Michael Whitman, and hopefully we can at least try to get the race in. Well, from the looks of the live feed here and what's going on Whitman's stream, it looks like so far so good. So it looks like we are going to get this race started, finally. Yep, finally, after a pretty lengthy delay, probably the longest delay we've had so far this season, we're finally about to get this race underway. So as they're coming off of turn 4, it's time for these guys to saddle up and ride in old Texas. Now go get them, boys. Yeehaw!
That was not a good
that
start.
was so bad. That was so bad.
I'm surprised I didn't get damaged, but you know what? I kind of wish for it.
That was a generationally bad restart by me. I'm sorry.
Thank you, JD. Oh, that made me tight as fuck. Yeah. Your balls in those stars. Not because you put it there, but because you were under me coming off forward. I was like, ooh, that's risky. That's risky, gang. Woo!
gonna wait for the big one.
Who said that?
That kind of sounded like Kevron. That's why I'm not Kevron, but KOW. That's why I was asking, did he come in here? We didn't see him.
What the hell?
Oh my god, that was generationally fucking slowing me through that. Right.
Sorry, Sal.
You're good.
Ryan heard me say generationally earlier. Had to edit his vocab.
Little vocab of the day.
Damn, that's a good word.
Arabic.
Feel fugazi. Sal, I'm so sorry. I did not even try to come over.
So finally, after a pretty lengthy delay, we are underway in Texas as they're on lap 6 right now. And it is Bradley Domer Jr. still leading from the pole. And Hendricks asserting their dominance early as they take up 3 of the top 5 spots. And it looks like we have a battle for second between Cameron Morris and Jared Haw. And it looks like the two will take advantage of that battle. But of course, he wants a little bit more than that. He wants to go for the lead. And they're in turn 3 and 4, still running kind of single file. And it's that treacherous turn 4 where the car just gets loose on you. As we ride along here with the Ford Tegan Jones, this is a battle for 7th as he puts Spencer into the wall. So he's going to lose a couple spots out of that. But it looks like things are starting to get a little dicey at the front. As now Bradley's under attack from the 2 of Cameron Morris as they're almost 3 wide for second in turns 1 and 2. Oh, it looks like we saw Jared Haw get a little loose off of 2. Oh, but Cameron Morris, he got a nose in there. Well, but Bradley cuts him off. He is still hanging on to that lead, but only by a little bit. Oh, but the 2 got a great run through turn 1 and 2. But Bradley, he is determined to finally get a win on a mile and a half. And he's going to try to win it the same way that he won Watkins Glen. Be aggressive when he needs to be. But it is still a little bit early in the race as we only have about 30 laps until the end of the stage. But it looks like Cameron Morris he's going to try to make that move now. Side by side for that top spot. A little bit of contact between the 2. They're 3 wide for the lead. Bradley into the wall. Contact between the 2 and the 9. Then it's a mad scramble for the top spot, and it looks like Ryan Parsons is going to take advantage of it. But Bradley gets underneath the 14, and he still holds on to the lead. Oh, we got one car sideways on the backstretch, and it's the 7 of Spencer Boyce. So yeah, pretty wild sequence of events early here in Texas. And now after all of that, it is the 41 of David Wessel running in second. Ryan Parsons, who made a god-tier move to take the lead, only briefly though. He's now settled in third. But Wessel now trying to make the move up high. And it is a pretty risky move, making a move up high on that part of the track. Because you do lose a lot of speed up there, as turns 1 and 2 do favor the bottom line. But of course, if you have a fast enough run, you could try to make that high lane work. And we saw Jared Hogg get a little bit loose again coming off of turn 2. But now he gets really loose off of turn 4. He gets into the grass. Yeah, he's going to lose a couple spots from that. And everybody's all spread out. And we got one car out of the race early, and that is the 42 of Michael Fox. So yeah, that's definitely going to hurt his playoff chances. Now, of course, there is a rule in place here in the CFRL where if somebody lags out within the first 5 laps of the race, then they will restart it. But even though the lag out happened before lap 5, he probably volunteered to let the race keep going without him. So yeah, it is going to be a pretty tough points night for that 42. Oh wait, maybe not. As I'm looking on the stream here, it looks like Fox is actually still in the race, and he's running in 4th. Oh, Tegan Jones gets wicked loose off of 4, and he's going out there to mow the lawn. So this is a very unique situation where on the live feed here, Michael Fox is out of the race, but on Whitman's stream, he's still racing. Yeah, and as I said earlier, having to deal with an aging online infrastructure for a 4-year-old game that is essentially a copy and paste. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff that you have to deal with here. As we are about halfway through this first stage, it is Bradley Domer Jr. still leading. After, holding on to that lead after that massive scrap in the quad oval, as we see a couple cars coming on to pit road as they're now coming off. Now it's looking like some of these guys are going to have to worry about when they're going to come down to pit. And of course, as you guys may very well be aware, I do use the live stream of Michael Whitman to keep track of the lap counter, as well as keep an ear on the race chat. So seeing Michael Fox still racing on his end, whereas on my end he's sitting on pit road, it is a very unique scenario. As we got Ryan Parsons running way up high. Now we got Michael Whitman coming into the pits now. We got a few guys getting loose off of 4. Probably trying to avoid him. Meanwhile, it is still the battle between Bradley Domer Jr. and David Wessel. Now the question is, when are they going to come down and pit? And Whitman's coming out. And as we ride along with the onboard of David Wessel, obviously the biggest news coming out of real world NASCAR is Stewart Haas Racing shutting down at the end of this season. It's a really tough situation for everyone involved with that team. Hopefully they can get back on their feet after the team shuts down. Yeah, it's pretty crazy to think about a team that was once one of the most dominant teams in NASCAR completely shutting down. And the 12 of Joshua Harris, he's now coming onto pit road for his stop. As is the 7 of Spencer Boyce. And now we got Parsons coming into pit. Out front, it is still Bradley Domer Jr. and David Wessel. And they are still running nose to tail with one another. But David Wessel's coming into the pits now. And that'll leave Bradley all by his lonesome. That is, of course, until he comes down to pit road to make his stop. We got the 13 of Sal Zavala and the 8 of JC Tirado in as well. As is the 24 James Iconelli. And now Cameron Morris is coming in. As is the 48, your race leader, Bradley Domer Jr. So the 88 of Jared Haw assumes the lead for the moment. And he gets way loose off of turn 4 and he gets way on into the grass. So I think for him it's about time to come down to get 4 fresh tires and fuel. Unless he's running a completely different strategy than everyone else. And yep, he is coming in now. You do got to be careful coming into this pit road. It is very easy to miss. I believe when the pits cycle out, I think it'll be the 41 that will reassume the lead. And only one way to find out, and that's to wait to see when they come around. And yes, it is the 41 of David Wessel that has reassumed the lead. Yeah, David Wessel taking advantage of pitting early, getting those 4 fresh tires sooner. And that's what's got him into the lead. And it looks like I'm getting the notification now that Kevron will probably be joining the booth. So currently, as of right now, it is David Wessel leading, Michael Whitman second. And yep, there he is. Kevin Hall has joined the party. He has joined the booth.
Hey, everybody. Hopefully y'all are enjoying a good race tonight.
Well, it's definitely been a pretty interesting one so far, both on track as well as some of the situations that have transpired so far. Of course, probably the wildest one is that pretty big scrap on the front stretch with a lot of guys scrambling, but Bradley was able to hold on to that lead, but he's currently running 5th on track. But the interesting part about this live feed that I'm looking at right now is that even though Michael Fox is still in this race, he is sitting on pit road, appeared to have lagged out on the live feed that I'm looking at.
Oh, man. Well, to give you a little insight then, Michael Fox is right here battling Bradley now. He's on the outside of Bradley right here. And he loses the position to Bradley, so Bradley up to 4th in that technicality with Michael Fox now back to 5th, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he is actually, it is, yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and forth a little bit whenever Whitman has the results up. Currently, Fox is actually running in 3rd.
Oh, he's in 3rd. Okay, so, was that a pass for position then? Or
I believe it was.
Well, let's see here. Who's in the lead? Michael?
Yes, it is Michael Whitman running out front.
Oh, okay. So that means Bradley's in 3rd. All right, so yeah, Mike Min in 1st, Wessel in 2nd, and Bradley in 3rd.
Well, I think it could be 3rd on track. It is there is a bit of a gap between the 41 and the 48, so it could be filled by Michael Fox.
Yeah, showing Michael Fox on my screen right here. He's quite a bit of ways behind Bradley here, sitting in 4th. He's just a little bit ahead. He's about halfway between Bradley and Ryan Parsons, 14 car.
So at the very least, the top 3 that we're looking at is correct, as I believe they crossed the line with 2 laps to go, so that means the pits are closed with 2 to go at the end of the stage.
And Bradley is all over Wessel.
Yeah, making the move for 2nd is that 48 of Bradley Domer Jr. He's going to try to get back up into the lead as he's dominated the early stretch of the race, but he is running out of time here.
Yeah, with 1 lap to go, he's got not much time here to try to catch up to Mike Man and pass him for the stage win, but we'll see what happens going into turn 3.
But he does have a very fast car, though, but he gets loose off of turn 2. That's going to cost him a little bit.
That might seal the deal right there.
Yeah, it's going to be too little too late for the 48 to get the stage win, as Michael Whitman takes home the stage win. And it's good that he's running the Hooters car, which, of course, Chase Elliott won at Texas with in real life.
Yeah, so with the 2 finishers here at the top being Hendrick racers. Then you got a Stewart Haas racer of Wessel here in third. Michael Fox in the McDonald's 42 car in fourth. And I know you can't see him on your screen. We apologize, folks. But then Ryan Parsons in the 14 car here finishing in the top 5. And right behind him, it looks like that is Tegan. Yes. So Tegan in 6th. Pardon me, folks. Trying to get these results here for you real quick before they go to pit road. That might be Harris in 7th. Yep. Looks like that would be JB in 8th.
Yes,
look at Sal with the top.
Sal Zavala in 9th, and James Iaconelli getting the last spot in the top 10.
Absolutely.
So the makings of a pretty decent run from the rookie in the 24. And of course, since everyone's on pit road, we got to see who has the first pit stall, so that way it'll be easier to determine who wins the race off of pit road. And it looks like it will be the 24 James Iaconelli, who we just talked about, as he now has the first pit stall.
And just a quick note, the 2 car of S'mores had to pit right before the end of the stage, so he will be starting at the tail end of the longest line.
And Bradley edging out Michael Whitman to win the race off of pit road.
As a very big pit stop for that 48 team. As you mentioned, Dominic Carr here at the beginning of the race in the first stage. Try to kick back a little bit to try to win it there at the stage 1. Wasn't able to quite do it, but definitely has a car fast enough to win on maybe his first mile-and-a-half win tonight.
Yeah, and he is determined to get win number 1 on the mile-and-a-half here tonight. And he does have the car to do it. He just needs to have luck on his side.
Absolutely, there, Harp. And I'm telling you, I know. Look, this guy right here finished 6th. Tegan Jones, you can never keep your eyes off of him. That dirty dog's always finds a way to try to nab a win, no matter if it's at his best track or worst track.
Yeah, and as they're coming off of turn 4, getting ready to restart the race here, I think it's time for a little good old Texas size crank 'em up.
Ryan Todd sleeping.
Woo! Oh my God. Hello, Doc.
Damn.
Jesus. Oh my God.
You ran me over.
You did run.
Oh. Just keep coming down on me, you cocksucker.
Tegan, I've had issues with him too. So.
Dang, man, I was not meaning to go down.
Sorry, Mike. I didn't mean to.
Oh, you're good. I don't think I have any damage or anything, so it's all good.
Who's on my high side?
Talk.
Yeah, when I came off pit road, NCOG had a run on me because of me getting the speed. And then I just flew back by him, still getting the speed into the corner. Oh,
God.
was that me or Mike?
No, I didn't.
So a few laps into this restart, and things are starting to settle down just a little bit. And Bradley Domer Jr.
The microphone's on.
Yeah, and looks like Bradley is still leading the race, followed by his teammate of Michael Whitman. And they are starting to run single file on the bottom, which is the preferred way around.
Yeah, this is going to be shaping up to be a track position race here for sure, Harp.
Yeah, I definitely feel the same way, as looks like there may be a battle for, I believe, either 3rd or 4th, depending on where Fox is running on track, between 2 of the Stewart Haas teammates of Wessel and Parsons.
Yeah, Wessel and Parsons running third and fourth right here in front of their team owner, Tegan, who's sitting in fifth. Right behind Tegan is the 42 of Mind Killer here, trying to hold off a hard-charging 88 and 12 of JB and Harris.
Well, it looks like the 12 of Harris actually, it looked like he got into the wall, but it looked like he has recovered nicely.
They're still trying to sort things out here at the back of the pack between the likes of Sal and I'm pretty sure that is Spencer. No, that's the 43.
Oh, we got
Thomas.
contact between the 7 and the 2, and there's a big wreck coming off of turn 4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
JC.
Yeah, the 7 involved. Cameron Morris involved. JC Toronto involved. So, yeah, that is definitely a caution. And they will race it back to the line.
And the 4 of Tegan trying to take advantage of that while he passes Parson here for fourth. Mike
Well, it looks
Killer
like,
here.
it looks like Whitman trying to make a move up high, but it looks like he won't have enough momentum.
No, they will cross the line here, first and second between Bradley and Mikeman here. Tegan takes advantage of that, getting fourth. Mind Killer actually took advantage of it right behind him as well, taking fifth away.
Now, of course, looking at the 4 of Tegan Jones, he did start ninth in the race, but of course he has won the last 3 races from starting in the second half of the top 10. So started 7th at Vegas, he won that. Started 8th at Dover, he won that. Started 7th at the Coke 600 a couple weeks ago, and he won that. So he starts 9th tonight. Do you think he's gonna pull through with another win?
The last 5 out of 6 races between Midweek Series and the Cup Series has been won by Tegan Jones. How can you not pick this cat to win tonight?
Yeah, I definitely agree. He's fast everywhere.
I'm telling you, though, it's easy to put your money on the likes of Tegan Jones, Harp, but I need to keep my eye on that 48 of Bradley. He has been a pretty fast cat pretty much this entire race.
Yeah, he definitely has. As again, everyone's on pit road, so let's keep an eye on James Iconelli's stall to see who wins the race off. And I'm going with the overhead cam, so that way the regular chase cam doesn't have a seizure. And it looks like Bradley will once again win the race off. David Wessel second, Michael Whitman third, and Tegan Jones fourth.
That is an incredible stop by the 41 team there to get ahead of the likes of Mikeman, but could it bite him in the butt?
But I mean, you never know with a track like this.
Yeah, I was about to say, the 48 of Bradley is starting on the high lane here. A very interesting call.
Yeah, he started on the high line both at the start of the race as well as the start of stage 2. So
yeah, but his
there might be
sitting in third.
That might be the preferred way around on the restarts.
Well, Harp, rack him up again and let him get out of the gates one more time, buddy.
Yeah, let's, what do you say we try that one again? The green flag's out. We are back underway at Texas.
Good jump by 48 of Bradley. Ooh, we got some contact here in the back of the pack.
Yeah, and even a better jump from Tegan Jones as he's now up to second. We got a little bit of a hornet's nest in the back of the pack.
Yeah, there was some close contact there between Sal and I'm not sure who else it was that he got into, but they were able to sort that out rather quickly. Quite a bit of good driving right there to keep from wrecking.
Yeah, but it looks like we got a battle for the lead going now as Tegan Jones tried to look on the inside of Bradley there for the top spot, but of course Bradley still hangs on to it. So it's a bit of an odd pattern in the top 4. We got Hendrick, Haas, Hendrick. And of course, Jared Haw running in either 5th or 6th, depending on where Fox is on track.
Yeah, he's in
He's
5th. Fox is actually right outside of Sal.
And it looks like Sal got the better of that position. Yeah, now things are starting to settle down a little bit as they are running single file.
I don't think that's going to last long, though, Harp. You got the 4 and the 41 knocking on the 48's back door here. That 9 of Mikeman there in 4th, he has no way of being able to help out his teammate there, Bradley in the 48.
Yeah, and I better tell them, don't lose your barnacles, boys. Oh, it looks like Sal got a little too high.
No,
Sal
there
in
was
the
some
wall.
contact. Yes.
Oh, even more contact. The 13 and the 24 get into it. The 8 just piles in. It looks like that's going to be another caution.
Definitely. That 8 car had nowhere to go.
The caution is out once again. This will be the race back.
And I believe the 24 machine made a little bit of contact to draw the caution there as well as Bradley crosses the line first.
Yeah, he did. James Iconelli was the one that got into Sal Zavala to kind of send him spinning up high and into the path of JC Torado in the 8.
Well, Harp, when I was looking back there a little bit, I saw the 7 of Hailstorm, a.k.a. Spencer, have a little bit of action as well. I'm not sure if he made contact or if he was just trying to avoid the incident that happened between the 24 and the 13, but either way, I believe the 7 was involved in that as well in some way or another.
Yeah, I think he might have had to take evasive action. And once again, everybody just comes on in the pit.
Yeah, still too many lap tram for anybody to risk having a 2-tire stop to gamble on getting some track position here.
So I'd basically just take 4 tires the entire way unless it's the last stop with about 5 laps to go. Then I would take 2.
Well, it looks like we do have a couple of riskers here between the 43 and the 2 of S'mores.
Yeah, the 2 of Cameron Morris and the 43 of Matt Connors taking 2 tires on that stop.
Now look at Mac Berger over here trying to throw a little dice out on the table here. I like it.
Yeah, this restart's definitely going to be quite interesting, I would say. We got 2 guys that took 2, and obviously the rest of the field took 4.
2 of the fastest cats are behind the 2 guys that only took 2 tires. What calamity could happen in turns 1 and 2, Harp?
Well, we've already seen quite a bit of it tonight. But I definitely think that it's not over yet in terms of calamity, as you say. So we will rack them up, try it again. The green flag is out. We're back underway at Texas.
Either S'mores really got an early start or everybody was sleeping on that restart. Holy cow.
I think it was a bit of both.
Matt Connors quickly becomes the main course to everybody's meal as they are eating him alive going into turn 3 here. S'mores, though, holding his own.
There was also a little bit of contact between Harris and Whitman. And now it's looking like Bradley's got the run. He's getting down on the inside of S'mores.
Should be easy work going off of turn 2 here, going into turn 3. S'mores may be, hanging on to just a little bit of momentum, but that draft is potent here at Texas.
Yeah, and it was pretty easy work. Bradley takes the lead once again. Yeah, but Wessel on his back bumper once again. And this was
there was something that happened here, Hart, between the 43 and who else is that? 24. There might have been another accident here in the back here. Yeah, that's Incog. That's Anthony.
So that's the 38 of Anthony Peters there.
Let's see.
Yeah, it looks like the caution is out once again.
Yeah, I'm sorry, folks. I just barely caught the end of somebody just coming really slow there off of the end of the tri-oval, or quad-oval, however you want to call it. And anyway, I saw that it was Matt Berger, and then another car was really slow, and I couldn't understand what was happening there until I realized that there was a wreck. The 24 of King James, the 38 of Incog. My apologies, folks. I'm trying to catch up to you. The 43 of Sportologist, or Matt Berger. And I think that's all that got caught up in whatever accident happened. But yeah, we apologize for not getting that on the stream's camera, folks.
Yeah, everybody's coming on the pit road once again. Yeah, I'm sure Morris and Connors are going to be taking 4 tires this time.
Well, all things considered, it actually did pretty okay for S'mores there, taking 2 tires. He was able to manage to keep that track position there, given that the caution came out. But for the likes of Matt Connors, tough break as he was involved in that wreck. Ooh, the 12 of Harris. He's taking 2 tires.
And Tegan Jones wins the race off of pit road.
What a gutsy call by Tegan Jones.
I think he may have also taken the 2 tires on that stop.
I have to say you're right.
And I think JC Torado and Jared Hall also took 2 tires.
Absolutely. That puts Bradley back here in 5th. Tegan Jones probably has the best car on 2 tires for sure, but this is going to determine whether 2 tires is worth it or not, because they only been on green flag run for, what, 3 or 4 laps. So this will really be the determining factor as Tegan goes to the high lane to restart.
So he's going to take Bradley's line on the restart. So Tegan Jones up high, Joshua Harris down low. Green flag, back out at Texas. Or he's going to go at the line here. Or no, they're going to add a lap to it. Probably to get everyone situated. Yeah, it looks like they're going to add another pace lap, so we're going to go green next time by.
Not hurting Tegan Jones' feelings one bit. Neither is the 12 of Harris, the 8 of JC, the 88 of JB here. These cats right here with these 2 tires on, they are just hoping and praying that that little move they made is going to help them.
Well, I think it will definitely help Tegan Jones because of the speed of his race trim. But I don't know about the other 3 2-tire takers in this regard.
JB's got a solid car too, don't get me wrong. I just don't know, because some of these cats right here are so line sensitive in the way they've got their setups. You put 2 tires on only, that car is going to go crazy. But we'll see what happens here on this restart.
The green flag is out, and we are back underway at Texas once again. And Tegan Jones with a great restart there.
Yeah, an easy head start there to get in front of everybody here while he can. Seeing Bradley having a struggle to get past some of these cats right here as they're battling out for second and third.
Yeah, Bradley's kind of boxed in at the moment as Ryan Parsons tries to make a move on him down low.
Now, that's the thing about Parsons here. He is sneaky quick. He may not seem like he has the car to be able to get up there and win races until all of a sudden you see him here in third, second, sometimes even in the lead. So be keeping an eye on him as well. Ooh, JC hit the wall.
Oh, we got even more contact in the back. Well, it looks like everyone keeps it straight this time, so we stay green.
Yeah, everybody dodging and weaving here at the 24 of James Iaconelli here. Had to get the worst of it here, backing off the most. But everybody keeps it straight for the most part. If anything, that actually really hurt Mikeman there, Harp. He is sitting there just above. Looks like that's JC right there. Yeah, that was the one that had a little bit of contact there, made it to the wall there just a lap ago. Between him and Sal, Spencer, and S'mores here battling. This is not where Mikeman wants to be at.
Yeah, and he was leading that second group when that contact was made, and they had to bob and weave there. So we have Bradley Domer Jr. moving up to fourth. And he's still trying to work on David Wessel here. And Wessel's still trying to work on Jared Haw. And Bradley right on that back bumper again. Yeah, but it looks like them working together a little bit has actually caught them up to Tegan Jones, as his gap has definitely shrunk. And Tegan Jones is still leading, so that two-tire strategy is still working in his favor.
Yeah,
but that gap, but that gap has closed between himself and the 88 of Jared Haw.
Yeah, JB being the highest running Hendrick racer here with Bradley, his teammate, just sitting in fourth. These cats right here trying to work their way through these Stewart Haas teammates here, the 4, the 41, and the 14. It's going to be tough, but I believe they can do it.
Yeah, he's definitely going to try here as Wessel goes up high. That might open the door for Bradley to get down low. Yep, he will take advantage of that. But it's not going to be easy work because David Wessel does have a really fast car also, as Wessel holds on to third place there.
Yeah, Bradley made a little bit of contact coming off turn 2 there, trying to do some side drafting there with Wessel, really cut off his momentum.
So yeah, it looks like two tires are prevailing at the moment at this this stage of the run. And I believe Texas is one of those tracks where the tires do even out, where whether or not you take 2 or 4. But Tegan might have gotten a little loose off of 4 there, and that's going to open the door for Jared Haw to take the lead up high. But Tegan holds on to that top spot at the moment. There may have been a little bit of contact between some of those guys in the top 5. As Jared Haw again trying to make the move up high as Parsons gets loose off of 4.
Yeah, JB trying to do everything he can, Harp, to get around Tegan here without making contact. The 2-time Mark Martin Award winner here really working on Tegan Jones, but he doesn't have much time left because that 41 to David Wessel does not have any problem to put a move on him to help out his team owner here of Tegan.
And we might have seen Wessel kind of clip that apron just a little bit. It's one of the more dangerous aprons in terms of the tracks that we go to. Of course, if you hit that apron just the wrong way, it will spin you around. Yeah, but he's still hanging on to 3rd for now. Oh, but it looks like Bradley tried to make a diving move there on Wessel. And the top 5 have pretty much checked out from the rest of the field.
Yeah, Mind Killer here. He's the first car out of the top 5 here in 6th. He is probably a full second behind 5th place Ryan Parsons. And then behind him is about a second and a half behind this Harris in 7th. I know that Mind Killer is not on y'all's screen, folks. We apologize, but he is in 6th place and Harris being in 7th.
At least the top 5 is correct on my end, as they might come up to some lap traffic here with the aid of JC Torado. I believe he came down to the pits, probably to either repair some damage or go off strategy, as he cuts the lawn down there. Got wicked loose off of 4, but at least he gets out of the way.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a sketchy little bit on his part right there, trying to stay out of the way of these leaders here, but almost pulled a David Wessel from the championship race of last year. By no means of doing any purpose to ruin the field's race right here, but anyway.
But of course, that's the nature of Turn 4 Texas. It just sends you around. Yeah, and that Turn 4, like, if you catch it the wrong way, it will lasso you up, pull you back, and cause an atomic explosion.
Well, I'll tell you, the atomic explosion that's ready to go off is somebody here within this top 5. This follow the leader stuff right here, these cats don't want to really do that for much longer, because if they can take advantage of Tegan Jones's 2 tire deal and be able to get ahead of him, that's that much more much less they have to worry about towards the end of the race. Letting Tegan lead the race tonight like this is only going to give Tegan a better chance to steal the win tonight.
But I'm sure these guys are perfectly content with running single file at the moment. But of course, obviously Jared Haw's not one to settle down, and he's trying to make the move still. Oh, but I think a caution's out. It might be slow. Yeah, they're slowing down. So
yeah, I'm not sure what had happened there. I had not paid no attention.
Well, I'm honestly not sure what happened either. I was just focusing on the battle between the top 5 here.
I'm interested to see what maybe talked about over the race chat, to see maybe they're talking about what had happened. I don't have it on mine, of course, but
Well, I'm gonna try to
And we're only halfway
see what I can hear here.
I've got a second chance. I'm not going to waste it.
My car's will be turned by itself. Is that
Like this my laptop. That's how this works.
Well, if he calls the caution, I don't think he would take.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
we haven't called it.
So something must have happened between Cameron Morris and somebody in the back.
Yeah, S'mores talking about where he got loose off turn 2.
I think he said turn 4.
Oh, he did say turn 4. Okay. My apologies. Okay, I heard a little bit of that right there.
How about that? Jared Haw with the momentum coming off of pit road as he steals the race off.
Brilliant pit stop there by the 88 team.
Yeah, it looks like, well, there might be some sort of disagreement between the 88 and the 4, as they were still swapping positions to try to get it sorted out. And it looks like Jared Haw will take the outside for the restart.
Well, it'll be interesting to see here how everything unfolds now that JB's got the lead for the first time this race.
Yeah, but look who's behind him in 4th. That's the 48 of Bradley Domer Jr., his teammate. Of course, he's hungry to get back up there to take the lead as we get back underway at Texas. A great jump by the 88.
Yeah, just about everybody that has restarted here with the lead has had a really good jump on everybody here in the pack.
And they're side by side for second between the 48 and the 4. Oh, Bradley got a little loose and made a little contact with Tegan Jones in the 4. Oh, now he gets way up high and he's going to lose some spots. There may have been a little even more contact with some of the guys in the mid-pack trying to avoid Bradley. But now Tegan Jones is trying to take that lead back from the 88.
Yeah, but that 88's holding a pretty good line so far.
And so now with Bradley pretty much out of the picture at the moment, it looks like the top 5 is now Jared Haw, Tegan Jones, David Wessel, Ryan Parsons, and Michael Fox, even though he is still non-existent on the live feed, but he is running in the top 5 now. So now he's going to try to piggyback off of this train here. Oh, low contact. Tegan got loose off of 2. He gets into the wall. Parsons hits the inside wall.
Yeah, Ryan Parsons really bit the dust on that right there as he had some contact made between the mishap of Tegan and I don't know what happened really exactly to cause all that to happen. Parsons really falling back now.
Yeah, it looked like Tegan Jones either got loose or tight coming off of turn 2. He got into the outside wall. And in that sort of bounce back, Parsons had to take evasive action. And then he just lost it and hit the inside wall. Of course, everyone keeps it straight, so we still stay green. And it looks like Michael Whitman is currently running in the top 5 now. He was all the way back in 15th before we had that most recent caution, but now he's in the top 5 and he's running in 5th.
But if you notice, Harp, the complexion of this race changes just about every 20 to 40 laps here. It seems like you think the guys that are running in the back are going to be stuck back there, and all of a sudden you see the likes of Mikeman here as he slides up and makes a little bit of contact with Michael Fox. Ooh, that's going to make these guys right here go side by side between the 48 and the 42 of Michael. I know that's not on y'all's screen here with showing the 42 car, but now he falls back to behind Bradley here and tucks in between him and Harris.
Yeah, Michael Whitman has now moved up to 4th. And there's still that battle between Jared Haw and Tegan Jones, with David Wessel joining in the fray now.
Yeah, and just like earlier, we had a Hendrick at the front, which was Bradley at the time. And then you had Wessel and Tegan, second and third. And then Michael was in 4th. JB was in 5th. And now here we are with JB up ahead of Tegan and Tegan and Wessel. My apologies. Then you got Michael and Bradley sitting here 4th and 5th behind him.
Yeah, and it looks like Whitman tried to make a pretty daring move on David Wessel, but either Wessel blocked him off or Whitman thought better of it. As now things are starting to settle down a little bit. But Tegan Jones, he's got a nose in there.
Yep, he's just ever so close. Just make that nose fit in between that white line and JB's car, but just not enough room yet.
Not quite yet. And we are definitely past the halfway mark, as they are currently now on lap 97.
Ooh, Michael had a very, very tight entry there in the turns 1 and 2 that caused Bradley there to slide up behind him as well. Mind Killer almost got in under the 48 of Bradley, but was able to shut the door just in time. Ooh, Harris got really loose coming off of turn 4.
And we got JC Toronto cutting the grass again. So he too probably got loose off of 4.
Yeah, that was one thing mentioned in the drivers' meeting here, was to be mindful of how turn 4 can really send your car up really loose, much like how Darlington is up in turn 2. But this is a different type of loose, though. It's just like your car just wants to keep cutting left and keep cutting left, no matter how far you turn the wheel to the right.
Now, of course, in those drivers' meeting notes, it's more prevalent when there are 2 cars side by side coming off of turn 4. Of course, we haven't really had much of that, as everyone just wants to run single file, probably to avoid getting into a situation like that, but sometimes it is unavoidable.
Sometimes it is unavoidable, but you have your instances where you know how somebody's going to be able to drive off turn 4, and you know that they can hold the line, and there's others that just simply cannot. So some makes exceptions for others, but you're absolutely right. They really would rather not come off of turn 4 side by side. So that's where I say that this really ends up being more of a track position race than people realize.
Yeah, and track position is very important at a track like this, as we saw Jared Haw get loose off of 4, but he still holds on to that top spot. He is still your leader.
Very close for JB to lose that lead to Tegan there, but luckily he was able to hold that bottom line there. Tegan knows he just doesn't have the car quite strong enough to be able to run that high line and make a pass off of turn 2 just yet.
And at this point, he's pretty much relying on Jared Haw making a mistake off of turn 4 to try and capitalize on it, as we see Harris get loose off of 4.
Yeah, that's 2 out of 3 laps. Harris has almost come off that turn, wrecking loose. So be mindful with these tires wearing off. Some of these cats behind him try to catch up to him and take advantage of that opportunity, especially with the likes of 14 Parsons, who was running in the top 5 for most of this race and then got caught up with that little deal that happened between Tegan and JB there.
And it looked like Whitman got a little loose off of 4.
Harris just barely saved that car once again coming off of turn 4. That's going to allow the likes of the 14 of Ryan Parsons to get underneath him to try to make a pass. Ooh, that was close.
Contact, and Harris gets into the wall. So there was some contact between the 12 and the 14 coming off of 2.
Yeah, by the time that they had changed the camera angles, I wasn't able to get to see that. Let's see where. Okay, so Harris is just now across the start finish line trying to hold off the 13 of Sal. So he's falling way back, probably outside the top 10 for sure. Yep. Yeah, Parsons 7th, Morris 8th, Matt Connors 9th, Sal now is in the top 10, Harris 11th, and the 24 of James Iaconelli in 12th.
And so meanwhile, it is still sort of like a top 5 train breaking away from the rest of the field.
Actually, I know he's not on your screen, but Michael Fox, he's sitting up there in 6th, just right behind Bradley. So we got a 6-car battle right here.
Yeah, it should be interesting to see how Fox plays into this.
Yeah, as you saw Mikeman right there coming off turn 4, getting loose as well. All these cats right here really are going to have to start fighting, keeping that car straight coming off of turn 4 here.
And from the looks of it, they have about 11 laps worth of fuel left, so there is still, plenty of time to, think about coming into the pits. But, yeah, I would think about coming into the pits at some point.
And I tell you what, something happened with Tegan in the transition of turn 3 and 4. He lost a lot of momentum to the 88 of Jared Hall.
Yeah, but it's only going to be a matter of time before he gets it back.
Wait, who did you say this like that? Oh,
I did.
Spencer.
I did, apparently.
Oh, you lagged out. Oh, no. Do you have another invite?
Well, there we go. I can join your game.
Oh, no.
And just when you thought that these internet issues couldn't get any worse, it just did. But thankfully, this time around, I have a backup plan.
Well, while you're getting all that uploaded here, I'll be the eyes for y'all right here. So far, everything is pretty much the same here in the top 6, except Wessel just got loose and is now falling back behind Bradley and Mikeman.
All right, so not only am I back in the race, I can actually see Michael Fox running in 6th place.
Well, that's one way to fix it. Well, we're glad to get the stream back onto the race for you all, folks. We apologize for the technical difficulties, but as you just heard Mr. Ryan Harp here just mention about these internet issues here, it's just nonstop. We're doing the best we can as Michael Fox comes down to pit road.
Yeah, speaking of which, he's the first one on pit road.
Somebody tried to go down to pit road and was going to clearly miss that. I don't know who that was, but they barely... Oh, that was S'mores right there. Yeah, he was trying to come down to pit road. He barely kept it from wrecking.
And I'm sure he'll definitely come in this time. And no, he stays out.
So he must have just gotten extremely loose through that transition to turn 4 right there then. But no, I was confused because as soon as you said that you lagged out, I misheard you thinking you're talking about Spencer because he's down on pit road and done for the day.
Well, yeah, he is out. Of course, he does have a win this year, so he is locked into the playoffs, so it won't really affect his point situation too much. As we got more cars coming into the pits, as we got
Yes.
Michael Whitman, David Wessel, Cameron Morris is now in, as well as Sal Zavala and Joshua Harris.
It won't be too long before we'll see the likes of Tegan and Bradley. No, I'm sorry, Tegan and JB. No, Bradley's still out too. Okay. Yeah, here comes Bradley and here comes Tegan. JB's still staying out.
And Tegan Jones, your race leader's coming in. Or, actually, he was running in second. My apologies. So Jared Haas still out front.
Yeah, JB should be coming to pit road this time. If he don't, he's going to eat up a lot of... No, he's not. He's eating up a lot of time staying out there. He knows he's got a fast car. I don't know if it's worthy of staying out another 2 laps and letting the likes of Tegan and them get about a full 1.5, 2-second lead on him.
Yep, he's coming in now. And this game is no place for internet issues, in the same way that the ocean's no place for a squirrel.
And coming out of pit road right here is the 38 of Incog Killshot, just ahead of JB here.
But of course, he's, I believe he's close to running a lap down, if he's not a lap down already, so he is a non-factor.
Ooh, I tell you what, we have a battle here, and it's a really close battle between Mikeman and Tegan Jones. Mikeman doing everything he can to hold Tegan Jones back behind him to let his teammate of JB get ahead of the lead. But JB just now getting out of pit, and here comes Tegan.
And it looks like staying out longer was to Jared Haas' detriment, as Tegan Jones has taken over the effective race lead. Actually, it's Michael Fox that's in the lead right now.
Yeah, Michael Fox really pulled off a good move as far as pitting earlier than everybody else. I'm not sure how that's going to be detrimental to his long-run speed, but Michael Fox here definitely has a good jump on everybody. See, Michael Fox, Tegan, Michael Whitman, Wessel, and who is that behind Wessel? Bradley.
That is Bradley.
That is your top 5. Yep. That's your top 5. So JB went from 1st to 6th. Actually, I apologize. He went from 1st to 7th, but just now got around Cameron Morris here for 6th.
So, yeah, staying out as long as he did definitely hurt the 88 of Jared Haas. But, of course, on the other end of the spectrum, being the first car on the pit road, that's what has given Michael Fox the lead. We have about 48 laps to go, so hopefully he can hang on to this thing.
I'm good with what JB is doing as far as his strategy of trying to make it on 2 tires here after he goes into pit one more time, but these cats right here, they take 4 tires and he takes 2 tires. There's no way that he's going to be able to hold any type of lead as far back as he is if he tries to pull this strategy off.
Now, of course, at some point during the run, the tires will kind of start to even out. And I believe Texas is one of those tracks where that phenomenon definitely occurs. But of course, that
Yes.
depends on how long the run will last.
Well, it's especially on your right rear. Every time you come off a turn 4 and you try to keep that car as straight as you can, it still eats the right rear up so much. And then turns 1 and 2 is brutal as well because it's just how much flatter it is compared to the likes of 3 and 4. So you really got to manage your right rear tires in that circumstance. But I tell you what, Harp, JB, he's right up on Bradley's bumper trying to take 5th away.
Yeah, there he is. He's side by side with Bradley.
Yeah, Bradley with not much of a chance to hold him off. Bradley was probably on 4 to 5 lap older tires than what JB is.
To put Jared Haw back into the top 5.
Yeah,
now he's trying to work on Wessel.
And meanwhile, Tegan and Mikeman will not stop swapping punches with each other.
Either that or just it's them trying to bump draft with one another to try to catch up to Fox. And once they get to Fox, then they can start battling.
And there goes JB under Wessel with Bradley following him.
And yeah, Haw made easy work.
And here comes Mikeman. He's under Tegan now for 2nd.
Yeah, side by side for 2nd. Between the top 2 in points.
Tegan easily lets him go.
I think Tegan might be saving something for later.
I don't think JB is going to take long to be able to catch up to the 4 and the 9 here, but I'm honestly surprised that Mind Killer has been able to hold that lead as long as he's had.
And of course, Michael Fox, by virtue of being the first car to make a green flag pit stop on that last cycle, he has the oldest tires in the field. And it looks like the 9 and the 4 have definitely closed the gap between themselves and the 42.
And meanwhile, JB has closed the gap between him and the 4 of Tegan. Ooh, Tegan trying to make a move here on the backstretch.
Well, it's only a matter of time before 2nd and 3rd get to Fox. Oh, but Tegan gets way loose off of 4. But thankfully for him, he didn't really lose too much momentum.
Well, I tell you what here, as we cross the line right here, how many laps to go?
Looks like they're going to be coming to 40 to go, actually. They're actually on 40 to go now.
They're on 40 to go right now. I'm telling you, by the time that these two cats right here, the 9 and the 4, try to pass the 42 of Mind Killer, JB is going to be all over him to pounce to get that lead back.
Oh, he's definitely there now. So it's the Michael and Michael show, running 1st and 2nd. Oh, Whitman's trying to make the move up high.
And I believe he can make this move right here, especially off of turn 4. No, he decides to fall back.
Not quite. Oh, but he might pull the old switcheroo on him here.
That's exactly what he's done right here. He's on the inside. He barely crosses the line, taking the lead right there with a lead change going into 39 laps to go.
And Tegan Jones follows suit. But Fox isn't giving up without a fight, but now he settles back in the third.
Now, these two cats right here, you wouldn't think these would be kind of guys right here that has a grudge against each other, but Tegan and Mindkiller, they've got an interesting rivalry that goes way back. Ooh, somebody just got loose right behind everybody.
And it's the 8.
Holy
JC
cow,
Toronto.
that was close. Now, if I'm not mistaken, is he a lap down or is he up here with the lead?
I believe he is a lap down. I think he may be a little bit more than a lap down.
Okay. So, yeah, Michael Whitman here holding the lead in front of Tegan Jones. These two cats right here have been battling out for regular season points right here, with Tegan going in with the advantage of, I want to say it's like 20 or so points ahead of Mike, but
it's actually
really,
it's actually 15 points ahead.
Just 15 points ahead in the regular season. Obviously, Tegan with more wins. You know, Michael Whitman here, he really takes pride in how much points that he can have to the likes of Tegan Jones. So whatever he can do to get the points possible, he's definitely going to uphold. But I'm telling you right now, Mindkiller, they just got in front of him, but he's still holding up pretty good here with these top two. I'm honestly surprised.
Oh, we got Matt Connors in the grass. We got way loose off of 4. But here comes Jared Haw, and he's now on the back bumper of the 42.
I was just about to say, the 88 is coming, y'all.
He's there. And now there Jared Haw's trying to make quick work of Michael Fox for third place. Ooh. Maybe a little bit of contact there.
Yeah, JB was coming on Mindkiller's side right there. Now he's about to come after Tegan right here as soon as he makes the pass here into turn 3.
So put Jared Haw up in the third.
I'm telling y'all, Jared's going to come fast, and these two cats right here, Tegan and Mikeman right here, they have better watch out. That 88 is on a mission.
A mission from God, would you say?
Oh, whatever you just said, my friend. He's on a mission, my friend. And I tell you another guy that's on a mission too, and he's been pretty quiet, sitting back here in 7th. Cameron Morris, he's now putting a move here on Wessel and Bradley.
And of course, Morris was one of those guys who took only 2 tires on one of the last cautions, but it seemed to work out well for him as he's still in a top 10 spot.
Yeah, allowing him to keep that track position is why he is able to stay up here with the likes of these leaders now. But I tell you one thing, either Jarrett was really pushing hard or he's just holding on to something to save on his tires, because he's not closing up to the back door of Tegan Jones and Michael Whitman like I thought he would.
I think he might be saving something. Either that or he's going to let the 42 push him.
Well, you don't have to worry about that much, because the 4 car here just got loose off of turn 4, lost a lot of momentum, and now Jarrett's coming hard.
Yeah, he just had to wait for the 4 to make a mistake to try to make the move.
But I'll tell you what, with 3 cars here at Texas, that draft can be potent. So if they get together like this behind Michael Whitman, it won't take long for them to catch up to him.
Yeah, but he's still tucked in behind the 4. I don't think he wants to make the move just yet.
Yeah, like I said, I believe that they're, you know, like when 3 cars get together, a draft forms up pretty well, and it becomes a very potent task to handle for the likes of Michael Whitman to hold off these guys behind him. Now that they're all 4 put together, they really got a good draft going on here. But I tell you what, with this draft and these older tires, oh, somebody.
It's Bradley.
Bradley. Yeah, I think he tried to go down to pit road and spun, didn't he?
Yeah, it looked like he did. So I believe this may be the last pit stop for these guys, or at least the start of the last cycle.
Well, S'mores got in front of Bradley and Wessel, I believe. And I tell you what, Wessel came very close to hitting that wall. S'mores is coming down the pit. Now Wessel is too. And Michael Fox.
Yeah, this is the money stop for these guys right here. Sal's also in. Anthony Peters is also in. Yeah, and Bradley is now coming in for his stop.
Tough break for Bradley. He really needed to make a really good, clean stop there to have.
But here comes race leader Michael Whitman coming into the pits.
He gives up the lead, allowing Tegan and Bradley to take first and second now. This might be a little bit of a benefit to Mikeman here. Depends on how he's got his car set up for the long runs to be able to hold off them hard charging machines of the 4 and the 88. We'll see what happens.
Meanwhile, this is the battle for the lead. Oh, but Jared Hall gets loose off of 4. He gets into the grass. Now we shall wait and see what the top 2 do as Tegan Jones is now coming into the pits.
Yeah, Tegan Jones in the pit. JB's just now getting around turns 1 and 2 right here.
Of course, he is still trying to make that alternate strategy, I would say, work.
For the Hall of Fame JC Miami fans here, he has lagged out for the race. He is done for the day. Trying to see if who else is down pit road. Spencer lagged out earlier, or whatever he done. I'm not sure. Anyway, he'd been done for the day a while back. Here we go.
Yeah, Michael Whitman has gotten around Tegan Jones.
And Mind Killer's just right there behind Michael Whitman.
So this could be for a battle for the effective race lead.
And JB's down pit road finally.
And Jared Haw coming down pit road for his final stop.
With how many laps there is to go, I would say that he's going to take 4 tires. I don't think taking 2 tires is worth the risk.
We have 23 laps to go.
Yeah, I can't. No, there's no way that you can risk it. And he's definitely taking 4 tires as long as he's been on pit road now. And here he is now finally leaving his pit stall. Here comes the Michael and Michael show just now blaring right by him. Followed by Tegan. S'mores. Bradley is, I want to say Bradley's a lap down. Because he had that spin. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I definitely think Bradley is a lap down now.
Yeah, JB just got in front of the 14 of Ryan Parsons here. Such a tough break for the 48 of Bradley. Had a really good car. Definitely was a top 5 car all day long. Had that little mishap spinning down pit road. And I want to say that he also had a speeding penalty. And that's probably why he was sitting as far back as he is right now.
Well, of course, I wasn't really paying attention to that. But, of course, I did see him spin trying to get onto the pit road. But now both the Michaels are trying to lap the 43 of Matt Connors.
Make quick work with that. That 42 of Mind Killer, he's definitely on a mission to get his first win for this season. Had a couple slip away from some road courses. He really talked about how he felt like he had a really good strategy to pull off there at Dover. Felt like he should have won that as well. This cat right here is hungry for a win. Mikeman here already with a few wins under his belt. He doesn't care to, do whatever it takes to win again, because at this point he knows he's pretty well locked into the championship playoffs.
And Whitman trying to get his 4th win of the year. As they now cross the line with 18 laps to go, and at this point of the race, it's time for these tumbleweeds to tumble on home.
You're absolutely right, and I'm telling you, Tegan sitting in 3rd, do not count that cat out just yet. He stayed out longer than Mike Min and definitely Mind Killer as well, so he might have a little something up his sleeve too, permitting that JB doesn't catch up to him.
He's still a pretty good distance away from the battle for the race lead. But of course, since it is Tegan Jones, you never want to count him out. Maybe it's just a Tegan thing.
JB's right here behind Cameron Morris for 4th. He's going to try to take advantage of that here within this next turn or two. Not quite up there just yet, but he's definitely on Morris's back door.
Yeah, he's definitely there. Oh, there might have been a little bit of a wiggle from the 42 off of turn 2. And Tegan Jones has cleared Matt Connors. So he has a clear track ahead of him as we now have 15 laps to go.
Tegan is slowly but surely catching him, and JB is slowly and surely catching Tegan. So this is going to end up being a race where it's going to come down between these 4 cats right here. The 9 of Mikeman, the 42 of Michael Fox, the 4 of Tegan, and the 88 of Jared Haw.
And of course, all 4 of these guys with completely different pit strategies. They're going to try to see which one works the best.
I wouldn't even want to count out the 2 of S'mores also. I think he might have a long run car. He might not be there to take the win, but he's definitely, I think he'll be there as well.
I mean, he's definitely in a great position as he's running in 5th. And now Jared Haw gets around Matt Connors, and S'mores is trying to get around him now.
Yeah, Tegan is not.
Oh, Michael Fox gets loose off of 2.
Oop.
He got loose off of 2 and he smacked the inside wall. So that knocks him out of contention. So another win slipping from Michael Fox's grasp.
I didn't see. Did you see if he got loose or was there contact?
I think he might have gotten loose.
Oh my.
So
Tough break for the 42 McDonald's machine of Mind Killer.
Yeah, so because of that, it is now going to be a straight fight between the top 2 in the points. The 9 of Michael Whitman and the 4 of Tegan Jones.
And I keep wanting to reiterate, sorry folks, that 88 of JB is coming.
And I'm going to go ahead and bring up the points real quick. Yeah, Michael Whitman trying to get his 4th win of the year. Tegan Jones trying to get his 10th. As well as his 4th in a row. As we now have 10 laps to go, coming to 9 to go.
He's starting to run out of time, and JB as well.
We got 9 laps to go. Yeah, I think JB may be just a little bit too far back from trying to contend for the win. But of course, Tegan Jones is well within range. He might definitely try something here.
Now with 8 laps to go.
And of course, earlier in the year, in real life, the last time the real guys were at Texas, it was Chase Elliott, both mine and Michael Whitman's favorite driver, or at least favorite active driver, winning at Texas with the Hooters car. So hopefully, Whitman running the Hooters scheme can bring him a little bit of good luck.
Well, he's got 6 3/4 laps to go to see if he can bring that luck back to the Texas Motor Speedway victory lane.
And so now we're coming to 6 laps to go. And if anybody wants to bring out a caution, now's the time. Whitman took a little bit of a higher line off of 2.
Yeah, he lost quite a bit of momentum there to the 4 Tegan. Not enough for, I believe, Tegan to be able to capitalize here coming to the closing laps, as we are now crossing 5 laps to go.
5 laps to go. No more cautions. Yeah, and at one point in the race, Whitman was actually running in dead last. Either he got into some sort of incident or he made an early pit stop on one of the previous cycles before one of the cautions came out. But he has made the right adjustments and made the right calls, and now he's running out front with 3.5 laps to go.
And I really believe Tegan is doing all he can to push that car to get up there and try to contend for the win right here. But I'm telling you, with 3 laps to go, Hart, the chances of him to catch up to him and try to pass for the win is becoming more slim to none now.
I think the tire fall off has evened out. So the only way at this point that Tegan's going to try to go for the win is if Michael Whitman makes a mistake. And I'm sure Whitman does not want that to happen.
Absolutely not. Now here we are coming across 2 laps to go. JB, even another one here, thinking to himself, man, what if I could have done to have pitted just a few laps earlier like the way Michael Whitman done, just to be able to stay up there in the lead, man.
I mean, he made a pretty bold strategy call, but it's going to be too little too late for his teammate. As they're now coming off of turn 4. The white flag is out. 1 more lap to go. This has been a pretty wild race. And I'm sure the guy in front really wants to see it end. Oh, we got Harris sideways in turn 4 as they come off of turn 4. He's going to get his own little slice of Texas. Michael Whitman wins at Texas.
What a heck of a win by the Hooters 9 team. followed by Tegan in second, JB in third, S'mores in fourth, Michael Fox overcoming that little mishap there off of turn 2 getting loose, rounds up fifth. King James, I'm sure, here in the quad over here, was up against the wall, probably was just having a little fun, crossing the line sideways and stuff. Not sure where he exactly finished, but obviously we'll get the results here momentarily.
So yes, Michael Whitman with the win, Tegan Jones second, Jarrett Haw third, Cameron Morris fourth, Michael Fox fifth, Ryan Parsons sixth, David Wessel seventh, Sal Zabala eighth, Anthony Peters ninth, and James Iconelli rounds out the top 10. And it's David Wessel with the fastest lap.
Good job with David Wessel getting the fastest lap there.
All right, so now
bring in the Hooters, man.
Let's bring in your race winner, Michael Whitman. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, to be able to come back from 15th
and
the way up to...
Yeah, and there he is, your race winner, Michael Whitman. A pretty wild race at Texas, I would definitely say. So, I mean, with the connectivity issues trying to start the race and you being pretty much at both ends of the running order with, you leading and you running in the back, but somehow you were able to make the right adjustments and the right calls to get yourself your fourth win of the year. How does that feel?
Feels great. Good run from, this is one of the more competitive races we've had. A lot of the big guys around were all pretty quick, JB was very strong. Tegan was making me very nervous towards the end. I've seen that in my mirror before late in a race, and that's not a hard thing to keep behind you. Bradley had a really, really quick car. 42 was strong, so was a 41. So everybody was just really on their A game tonight. Just all about execution. Got into pit road well. Got really fortunate with that caution after I had my damage, and then I wrecked, and then I thought I was out at that point. I was just thinking about pitting and just fixing it and trying to do what I can and manage it, but I kept out there because I knew that this was a kind of a caution race. There was a lot of mistakes going on, so I just got very fortunate in that aspect. That kind of got me back in it and made the right call towards the end of what laps to pit, and came out on top, thankfully.
Yeah, it's a very wild race for you. So now, of course, you did win the midweek race earlier in the season at Texas. Were there any lessons learned from that win that helped you out here tonight?
No, it's just the field's totally different. NSP, I think, was the person that I was closest with in that race, battling, and he put up a good fight, but it's hard to replicate fighting Tegan, Bradley, JB, Mind Killer, Wessel, those guys for the win. There's nothing to replicate that, especially considering that all those guys were really, really performing, I think, at a really high level today. So not much of a comparison, and the track handle's different between the two cars, but it's just a different level of competition for sure up here.
So, Kevin Hall, you got anything for him?
We didn't have, or I didn't have the camera on you whenever Michael was right behind you, or Michael Fox talking about. Anyway, when he got loose off of turn 2, was that him getting loose, or did he make some contact with you?
No, he got loose behind him. He got up into the wall, and that put him up into the inside wall. I think you'll interview him. He was talking. I don't know what happened to him. I think he had a couple lap older tires than me, and he really gave up a bit on the long run, I noticed. So I had a really fortunate pit stop to get out right in front of him, and then I could just go, and he was following along with me. But I had a feeling that at some point something would happen to him, whether he either fell off a little bit or made the mistake like he did.
Well, I just got one more question. How does it feel being the Hooters man, bringing the 9 Hooters machine to victory lane here in Texas, much like Chase Elliott did in the real-life Texas race this year?
Well, it makes it easier for my Instagram posts. So that makes it a little bit easier, but no, it's really cool. I mean, I think I've won in the Hooters car 3 times now. I won Coke 600 in it last year. I won Atlanta in earlier this year, so it's a pretty sporty paint scheme, and good to get that in victory lane for sure.
Yeah, you gotta love the Night Owls. But congratulations on your 4th win of the year. You get you get to go square dancing, your giant barbecues, your homemade peas in a can pie, and you get your very own 10-gallon hat as well as those 6-shooters. But yeah, congratulations on that win, and we'll see you at Sonoma.
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff. I'm going to be busy all week, so thanks, guys. See you next week.
Wow, pretty crazy interview from him, but let's go ahead and bring in your 2nd place finisher. That is Mr. Tegan Jones. He had a dominant car as well, but and he had a car that could challenge Michael Whitman for the win, but ultimately the tire fall off became pretty even at the end, and he has to settle for 2nd. But there he is, Tegan Jones, your runner-up finisher here at Texas. Yeah, you had another very strong car after once again qualifying, mid to the back of the pack, but ultimately the tire fall off, evening out at the end there is kind of what did you in.
It's just the run wasn't long enough, and with him pitting and then Michael pitting before him and them kind of getting out together still, that killed me. If you take them out of it, that scenario, I would have been a whole lot closer than what I was. So yeah, it's just I'm going to have to start changing strategy again. I'm going to have to start pitting as soon as the window's open, because with the way this game has gotten, everybody's gotten even. The way this fucking draft, even on low, works, if you group up together, you can still kind of pull away, even with 2 cars now, it seems like. So I'm just going to have to start short pitting the shit out of everybody, because that seems to be the how to win these races. And so, Mike had a good car. I don't think he had the best car. I think it was a few of us that probably could have made that call, that claim. I'm sure JB will too, but he got in front of me, and I was able to stay right there with him, because that's how the shit draft works now. So I don't know. At this point, I kind of wish that we just go back to fucking normal draft. That way, people got to lift more, but that won't happen because everybody locks it like this now.
Yeah, but I mean, with you leading in I would say like the good chunk of the second half of the race, who do you think was your biggest threat for that win?
It was Mike and JB, and I got a little bit worried about Mind Killer there when he short pitted us, but I let Mike in front of me because I was kind of plowing, so we kind of pulled up to him. Like I said, 2-car draft works now on low draft now, so we kind of pulled up to him and passed him, and his only way he was going to win was short pitting. He had a shot there at the end, and he wrecked coming off a 3 or 2, so it's just probably me, JB, and Bradley kind of started falling off hard. It took him out of it, so he kind of lost the draft and the handling, so he was out of it. So it was going to come down to 3 of us, and Michael just used a big short pit to get himself in it. And like I said, with this game, fresh tires don't matter anymore. It's all about short pitting, so that's what I'm going to start fucking doing, I guess. I'll just start short pitting the fuck out of everybody and just take it.
And so, Kevin Hall, you got anything for him?
Not really in any questions, but yeah, I mean, here we are with Tegan, though, finishing first, 5 straight times between the Cup and midweek series. Then finishing second at Martinsville to Spencer, to then in the midweek series just past Wednesday, then finishing second tonight. I mean, even without winning, that is an incredible deal to pull off here in the likes of CFRL. So I know this, you definitely wanted to see that win and have it all unfold for you tonight the way it should have for you there, Tegan. But nevertheless, had a really good dominant card again. And, just congratulations on your second place finish there, buddy.
Thanks. I'm sure that will not happen for the next couple of weeks. So that streak will definitely end tonight. So Sonoma and Martinsville Sonoma definitely. Martinsville, I don't know. Spencer seems to be really good there now. So we've got a week off. I may take that week and dust off the old steering wheel and shit and try to figure out what he's doing. Maybe Fox will give me his settings since he seems to be giving it out like fucking candy from Herbert the Perv.
Well, it should be interesting to see where everything goes from here, but congratulations on a second place finish at Texas. It's obviously you kind of wanted a little bit more than that, but still a great result for you, and we'll see you at Sonoma.
Thanks for broadcasting, guys.
Yeah.
Of course. All right, so now we will go ahead and bring in the bottom step of the podium, that being Mr. Jared Haw.
And I tell you what, Harp, I really feel for this guy right here. I think that he had a card definitely that could have won tonight for sure. If the pit strategy went his way, he definitely would have had it nabbed.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. And there he is, your third place finisher, Jared Haw. You had a pretty gutsy strategy call going off sequence with pretty much everyone else, but it ultimately resulted in a third place finish. Did you think you had the car to win if the pit cycles went your way?
I think if the race was a little bit longer, maybe. But I think it tricked me that first run that we did that strategy, staying out a little longer, because I was able to catch everyone and I was able to keep up with them. But probably about a lap or two before I pitted, I got really, really loose coming off forward, went through the grass, and that's where I lost quite a bit of time. And then I should have pitted the next lap, but I didn't. And just tried to pull the same strategy back in Kentucky earlier in the year, and just didn't work out for us then, and didn't work out for us now.
Kevin Hall, you have anything for him?
No, not really.
Yeah, because I think I couldn't have summed it up better myself, but I think I couldn't really think of anything else to ask other than we have Sonoma next week. It's a pretty interesting road course, especially with the carousel layout that we use. How much of a big wreck fest is that going to be?
Well, I guess we'll find out next week. I don't think last year's race was too big of a wreck fest. I actually had a really, really good car last year, but had an unfortunate event happen in turn 11 and pretty much killed my entire race. But we'll see whether we can remedy that issue this year and hopefully be up front when it counts.
Hopefully we'll be able to see that, but a very good result for you. Congratulations on your third place at Texas, and I guess we'll see you at Sonoma.
Alrighty, thanks, guys.
Mm-hmm.
See you, JB. Thank you, buddy.
Yep, see you.
So now let's bring in your fourth place guy, and that being Mr. Cameron Morris. He, of course, in one of one of the caution periods, he had another pretty gutsy call on his own, taking 2 tires on that restart there. But he was able to stay out front, and that's how he got himself a 4th place finish.
This is definitely one of his solid top 5 finishes that came in pretty quiet, in my opinion. Like I said earlier, that track position there is going to be one of the most important deals when it comes to this race, and he was able to capitalize on that, and there he is.
Yep, Cameron Morris, a very good top 5 finish for you, finishing 4th. And I believe it was that really gutsy call during that one caution where you took 2 tires to take the lead on that restart, but you were able to hold on to that track position from there, and it got you a top 5 finish. How crazy was that call for you?
It was a pretty gutsy call because I was questioning whether I should do it or not. I was contemplating whether to take 2 or 4 on that stop, and we only ran I think like 2 or 3 laps on the tires, so it was possible that I was gonna try something, and I was like, screw it, I'll just try and see what happens. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And it worked because I think it was a net gain because we got that quick caution like right after. So I guess it made everyone else take 2 on the next stop because we only ran I think like 1 lap. And plus they took 4, so I guess they could have ill afford to take 2. But I think with my call, I think it kind of showed that it was potential, but not like necessary. But yeah, I was able to. I was lucky to have Matt start on my outside because it was just us 2 on 2 tires. And I don't know why Matt came down on me on the restart. He crowded me like all the way to the grass, and then they didn't go behind me afterwards. And then literally a lap later, Bradley passed me for the lead. So it had a nice little gap. It just disapparated real fast with 4 compared to 2. So I was surprised to get that 4th place finish too tonight. So it's a win.
Yeah, and you did kind of say those cautions definitely helped you out in keeping your track position, but did you think you had a fast enough car even without the cautions falling?
I think I was probably even, maybe a little worse than some of my competitors. It seemed like to me I had a better long one car. Like I was able to be better on the long one. Compared to the guys on the short one. Like I could, like some guys I can keep up on the short one, and then I get better on the long one. But the other guys are like slightly better than me on the short one and get better than me on the long one. So it was kind of like a mix in between. I don't think I would have had something for Tegan or Mike or Michael if he didn't mess up off of turn 2. And JB was just faster because I think he stayed out and had the fresher tires, blew my doors off. But then once he got past me, he couldn't catch Tegan or Mike. So I don't think I would have had anything for JB especially. Tegan I was even with at the beginning of the one, but then he drove off. Mike was a questionable one, but I think it was the same as Tegan. And Mike was a little better than me, so it's just that just those like top 3 or 4 that I seem to be I can hang in with a little bit, and then they drive off. But overall, I probably shouldn't have finished 4th. I probably should have finished maybe like 6th or 7th, but around that range. But helps when Bradley and Weasel had a little miscue, so to speak, trying to enter pit road. Cost both of them good finishes.
All right, so Kevin Hall, you have anything for Cameron Morris there?
I think he pretty much covered the whole book on that.
Yeah, but it was a gutsy call that got you a great finish. Congrats on finishing 4th, and we'll see you at Sonoma.
Thank you, and I probably won't be finishing top 10 there, so I'll be going back down to Earth in those next 2 races at Sonoma and Winesville, so I'm glad to get the momentum rolling with these tracks that I have really good success at. And I was able to get some points on the cutoff line, but unfortunately I think Kevlon over here is going to get those back real quick.
You never know, buddy.
I know I suck. It's almost my worst workhorse, so yeah. But thank y'all for broadcasting tonight.
Yeah, of course.
I'll see you Wednesday, Kylo, for Road America.
Yeah, that's gonna be a crazy one.
Oh yeah, I want to have my eyes on y'all. Well, no, it won't be me. I'm sorry, it'll be my Mike Man, I think.
Y'all have a good night.
Well, yep, you too. Yeah, I want to have to ask Mike Man if he's going to cover that or who might be covering it, because where I'm over here at vacation, I don't know if I'll have the time to be able to do it or not. So, anyway.
Well, I just hope I can finish a race. Yeah, because I've had a pretty rough stretch.
Well, you've had some lag issues too, haven't you, Harp?
Yeah, I've had some lag issues, but last week
I'll cover for you if I don't work. Bye.
Thank you, Mike Man. See ya. I just randomly saw Mike Man's name pop up in the lobby chat here, and apparently he'd been paying attention to the live stream. So thank you.
All right.
Anyway, Parsons, right?
No, it's actually Michael Fox.
Yeah, that's right, Fox. Parsons just might have finished right behind him then.
Yeah, but anyway, I just left Martinsville because I just couldn't handle it.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't lag. It wasn't lag. I just left.
Well, Martinsville's a tough track, man. Oh, never mind. Let's get Mind Killer in here.
Yep, Michael Fox. It looked like you had the win like right in your sights, but all of a sudden, coming off of turn 2, like you just kind of lost it and you dropped back to 5th. I know that's got to be tough for you winning or losing races like that in 2 of the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's another race where I felt like I'm feeling like I'm having a good car here lately, and with just with me coming off of turn 2 and just getting loose and hitting the wall, that really messed me up. That really threw my chances out of at least a good second place finish, possibly a win. Another race where I could have possibly had a win, but it was just thrown away from me.
But yeah, you think you definitely could have had something for Michael Whitman there. I know that you had another pretty gutsy strategy there, like being the first car on pit road during that one cycle of stops, and you had a pretty sizable lead over the rest of the field. Do you think you could have held them off right there at the end?
I was one of them that had a great, strong car. I was probably, I'm gonna say that I'm probably had the best strong car, but not really a great long run car, if I do say so. I had a great, like I said, I had a great fast car, but not a good long run car. But I saw how they was catching up to me being 2 cars in a draft, and I knew at some point that they was gonna catch up to me and end up passing me, so I had to eventually let them go. It seemed like that they was probably gonna follow behind me, but I had a little problem coming off of I think it was 4, so I had to let them go and just follow behind them. And then a little later after that, I think it was JB that passed me, so I had to follow behind him. It was not planned on those pitch strategies, with what Tegan and Mike Man did. With the pitch strategy that Mike Man did, it really helped the both of us to pull away from Tegan. I do say finally that this is a race, one of the Texas races that he did not get to win. All the other ones he has won. I mean, it was a good race. It was a good race. Good win by Mike Mann. A good second place for Tegan.
All right, so Kevin Hall, you have anything for Michael Fox?
With the momentum that you had here to be able to contend for the win, do you really think that, if you were able to stay with Mike Mann there coming to the last bit of that race, you had a shot at winning? Or you think you might have fallen off a little bit with the tire wear?
I don't know. I think it was gonna be tough. With the way my car was running, it felt better all by itself until I was like in the draft and I was having like loose issues. I felt like I was better off by myself. Um, but I mean, I really don't think I had anything for Mike Mann to like try to pull a win on him. The I mean, I probably would have tried something, but I don't think it would have. I don't think I would have had that, working out for me.
Yeah, I know it was a pretty tough pill to swallow, losing another race like that, but it was still a very good result for you. But congratulations on your 5th place finish, and we'll see you at Sonoma.
Hopefully, I can run good at Sonoma. I hate that track, especially that carousel. I really hate it. I hate that track. Even that orange cone. That's the thing where you gotta be careful when entering that carousel over that hill, and at the same time you got to be careful to avoid that orange cone, because if you like barely touch it, you're gonna get yeeted into pit road, and like that pit road is gonna pull you in when you don't want to. I mean, with that, I'm really feeling like I'm having a great car for this part of the season. First part that I was just garbage, but now I feel like I found something. I mean, with me doing good at Sonoma, I really don't know how good I would do. I'm probably gonna get screwed over probably by the orange cone or that carousel. But it was a good race.
And but again, congratulations on your top 5 finish, and we'll see you next week at Sonoma.
All right. See y'all next week. And wait, hold on. Wednesday, that's Road America. I'm actually planning on racing that race.
Of course you are.
All right, I'll see y'all Wednesday.
All right.
All right.
See you, Fox.
Well, that was supposed to be the end of the interview, but he just kept on yapping about Sonoma.
Yeah, he definitely wants to have a good finish at Sonoma for sure. He really loves road course races, as you can tell. But, it is what it is, when it comes to, how some of these guys here feel about racing at road courses. But
yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway, final thoughts on the race. What do you think?
A little topsy-turvy, really. I felt like that there was a lot of comers and a lot of goers. And Mike Mann there, he was a goer there a little bit towards the middle of the race, and then he came back and was able to win it.
Yeah, and speaking of Whitman, he's actually in the chat, and he gave me a W. So, thanks for that. But it was a pretty wild race to start, and it did kind of calm down there toward the end of the race. But in the end, it was Michael Whitman getting his 4th win of the 2024 season, and he's definitely gonna try to set himself up for another really deep championship run or title defense, I would say, with now 4 races left of the regular season still to go. But it was wild. But thank you all so much for watching. Of course, Wednesday we're gonna go road course racing at Road America for the midweek series, and I believe it will be in the truck. So yeah, that should be a pretty interesting combo there. But next week there probably won't be a stream on the main channel because I'm actually going to be out of town next week. So well, a couple of these guys, of course, as I said, do stream the races every Sunday. So I know, of course, Michael Whitman streams on his YouTube channel, and also Michael Fox streams on his YouTube channel. So if there isn't a stream on the main channel here, then more than likely it will either be on youtube.com/Whitmania, which is Michael Whitman's channel, or youtube.com/Mikey, which is Michael Fox's channel. So you do have some options there, but again, we'd like to thank you all so much for watching, and hope you join us for midweek at Road America and Cup Series at Sonoma. Don't forget to like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and I guess we'll see you then. And if, of course, if there's not a stream on the main channel next Sunday, I will definitely see you for, I believe it's Martinsville, which is in a couple weeks because there's an off week after Sonoma. But
Yep.
Anyway, I guess I'll see you then. So have a good night, everyone.
Later, y'all.